Nettie Tobin was an American Bahá'í who earned a modest living as a seamstress. Her meager income barely covered food and rent in a poor district of Chicago, yet from what little she had, she faithfully set aside a few coins for the Bahá'í Fund. When the Bahá'ís began raising money to build the first Bahá'í Temple in North America, Nettie felt a pang of sorrow. She longed to give more, to offer something truly worthy to this new house of worship. Day after day, she prayed earnestly for a way to contribute. One night, in a dream, she heard a voice telling her to find a stone for the temple. The call struck her heart with thrilling clarity. It became her sacred mission to seek out and bring a piece of rock to the future temple site in Wilmette. She visited a construction site near her home and found a pile of discarded stones. The foreman assured her they were of no use, so she dug through them until she discovered the stone she wanted. Rough and unpolished, yet somehow perfect in her eyes. Having claimed the stone, Nettie now faced the daunting task of transporting it across the city. She had only an old child's wagon from her youth, its wheels wobbly from age. Undeterred, she enlisted an elderly Bahá'í neighbor to help her load the stone. With great effort, they pulled the cart to the nearest bus stop. Under curious stares, Nettie convinced the driver to let her bring the wagon and the heavy stone aboard. They switched buses twice, never once allowing the stone out of their sight, until they finally reached Wilmette. From there, they set off for the chosen plot of land. Partway to the destination, the worn-out cart broke beyond repair. But Nettie refused to give up. She flagged down a boy with another cart and persuaded him to help. Together, all three, Nettie, her friend, and the boy, pushed and strained until they reached the temple grounds. Just when they tried to set the stone at the very center, the cart tipped, causing the rock to tumble onto the ground. It lay there for nearly 2 years, a silent witness to Nettie's devotion. On May 1, 1912, Abdu'l-Bahá himself came to dedicate the land for the new temple. After addressing the crowd, he began walking toward a prepared spot for the cornerstone, but then he veered away, heading instead to where Nettie's stone lay untouched. Pointing to it, he declared that this was to be the cornerstone of the temple. With the help of onlookers, he placed the stone in its place, gently pushed the surrounding earth around it, and proclaimed, "The temple is already built." Today, when one visits that sacred site and sees the rough, unrefined piece of stone, it is impossible not to sense the power of that moment, the greatness of Abdu'l-Bahá's blessing, and the unwavering faith of a humble soul who believed she had something precious to give. In that single act of obedience and sacrifice, Nettie Tobin fulfilled what many recognize as a biblical prophecy, that the stone once deemed insignificant would become the cornerstone of a mighty edifice. And so it remains, a timeless testament to the power of a pure intention, a resolute heart, and the assurance that no offering is too small when it is carried by the wings of true devotion.